Hi guys, today I want to give you a bit of a guide as to how you can complete your challenges and have fun, even if you're like brand new or a pants player like me. You know, you can still go out there and have fun. I know it's very daunting playing Fortnite, but it's good fun. And also, as you can see here, what I don't recommend, you don't have to stand on a ledge and die to get through these things. What I would say is, if you're at all worried about your stats, don't do it my way, because there'll be a lot of suicidal moves and things like that. One thing I would say is, if you want to get the odd kill, you are going to have to learn to shoot now and again, because a lot of these challenges are going to involve eliminations. So pacifists, I wouldn't really try to play this game. Saying that, one kill's all you need to win. One thing I'd really recommend is using guides. My favourite one, Squatting Dog. He does these brilliant challenge maps for every single week's challenge. He produces a map. Go onto his account on Twitter. I'll leave links below. And it goes through all the different challenges, where you can find them, all that kind of thing. And then you've got videos worth looking up. My favourite one to look up is Random Chivos. He just shows it like it is, goes straight through them. I'd also recommend Postbox Pact, Llama Sir and Tabor Hill. There are other really good ones, no clickbait, nothing. We'll leave some links on that as well. One thing I'd say, if these challenges are non-straightforward, more difficult challenges, do them one by one. That's the best way I've found to do them. Don't try and do too much at once, or you'll end up doing nothing. And my final thing, camping. It isn't fun. Trust me, I've tried it. You know, it is the most boring thing ever. You don't get any fun out of the game, and it feels like a total grind. So what I'd say is, get your challenge done, whatever you need to do, and go and have some fun in the game. Play the game. You probably die, but you never know, you might win. So, best modes to do challenges. I would say, if you're going somewhere outside the main locations, sort of example I'll give you is where you had to go and light fireworks, use squad mode. Because when you think about it, squads, they'll tend to go for built up areas with lots of loot, so they're not going to go landing on locations in the middle of nowhere. That gives you a chance to go somewhere remote, get what you need done. So I'd definitely say that. Eliminations, limited time modes, especially the respawn ones, because you'll be able to go through all the different kinds of eliminations you need, get them all done. Good way to do it. If you're looking for outlives, which you'll find a lot of those in the daily challenges, you know, outlive 150 players, something like that, solo, and dare I say it, possibly a little bit of camping if needs be, if that's all you're heading for, is outlives, because it's pretty easy to get to the top 20, top 15, even the top 10. You know, you're never going to win camping, and I wouldn't say do it, but for outlives, a little bit of camping, you know, may not go amiss. So that's a sort of general thing. As I say, use the guides, definitely use Squatting Dog's challenge map, and you can do, as you've seen earlier, you can get all the challenges done. At least nearly all. I mean, I have got one I'm stuck on, but I'll sort of mention that if I get a chance at the end. So what I thought I'd do is quickly run through some of the examples. Season 7, halfway through, as you'll see, I've got everything so far. So sort of things we come across, I'll give you some examples. One of them, dancing forbidden locations. And as I remember, this is a while ago, it might be in week 1, there were some signs that you had to dance underneath. Again, use the challenge map, check the videos, and it will show you where they are. So you can literally go in, jump down, you know, do solo if you want, do what you need to do. Try and get a few at a time, you can line them all up, and then play your game. You may not live, you might, you know, it's worth doing. So those are fairly easy to do. Then you get the ones where you've got to get X eliminations in a certain place. Those ones, my recommendation for those is solo. The reason I wouldn't say LTMs, which is a certain place, is the odds are the action in the LTMs will be fairly central. You're probably going for somewhere sort of on the outskirts. So I would say for those sort of things, go solo, head to where you want to head, just dive in there, grab some loot and just go for it. You know, you might get killed, but if you do it, I found it didn't take too long, you're going to get the odd kill. Not everyone's a fantastic player. It's early days, so a lot of people aren't really looted up yet, so you've got a fairly good chance of getting someone. Leading on to, same sort of thing, different types of weapon eliminations. Now those, I would lean towards the limited time modes, especially if you've got respawn. Something like disco domination if it comes up. Anything with the respawn. If there's not a respawn there, then what the hell? You won't get as many eliminations if you're not as good as some people, which I am not, obviously. And then just I would tend to line up as many different weapons as you can, work your way through them. You know, assault rifle's probably the easiest, shotgun for close up. Pistols are not my favourite when you get those challenges. Ugh. You know, a bit more of a struggle. Snipers is my nemesis, which I'm working on. Sometimes you have to do it, and it took me a long time with snipers. Anyway, it saved me rambling. It's one you'll find where it's like visit 2 places in a single match, and they go over and over different places. They used to be, ooh, let's get that kill. They used to be the sort of thing I do in quad bikes. Probably do it solo or squads, but now planes. Get yourself a plane. You don't even have to land at the location. Swoop low, you pick it up, fly straight across to the next one. They're really easy nowadays to do, to be honest. So the other one I found, I'm not sure they've had it. Yes, they have had it this season. Was playing music on the pianos. Quite amusing. I had a funny story about that. I landed with somebody else once, and neither of us had guns. We'd literally just landed there, and in the end we like looked at each other. It was like a face-off. Are we going to attack each other with the pickaxes? And then I jumped around, jumped on the piano, and the other guy did the same, and we actually just carried on mutually doing this piano. And oh, it was a struggle. It took ages. So I would recommend looking up the notes first. Anyway, either way, I managed to do it. As I ran off, I turned around, somebody else landed. They had a gun, and this poor guy got shot. But there you go. It's one of those things. One other thing that I came across, dance-offs and other things where you have to do something with a friend. Another one was throwing tomatoes. I can't remember if that was this season, right? Either find yourself a mate that will do it with you. I've got a few. Go find a secluded place and play each other, you know, take turns, or you've got to find someone to do that. If there's no one around to do that, you want to get it done. Little tip, I'm on PlayStation. If you happen to have a PC or even a mobile that will run it, make yourself up a Billy No Mates friend, and then you can literally land yourself both in a secluded place, and you've got all the time in the world to the one I'm thinking of, the recent one this season, was throw a snowball at them. So it's a little tip there if you want to do that. Trying to think what else we had. Just let that kill go through. There's another one where you search in between places. It's like search between a big rock man, something else, and a temple. I'll be honest, I tend to use old Squatty Dog's cheat sheets or somebody else's again. It'll tell you where they are. You literally just go down there, land, and carry on your game. Bit like there was a NOMS, N-O-M-S sign. You had to find a whole load of different ones in different matches. Again, I think I did that in solo. Go for it. Then have a bit of a game. Don't camp. Another one I came up with, eliminations close than 5 meters. Shotguns. Anyway, thank you guys.